This question again from Germany. The Turkish ulama says that according to the Hadith, the name of the father of the Mahdi should be Abdullah and his mother's name should be Amina, whereas his name should be Muhammad. But the name of Hazrat Mahdi alayhi salam is not like that. Why?
Do they believe in this hadith to be correct? The ulama, do they believe in the hadith to be correct?
I have no idea really, because
Naturally, if they don't consider it to be correct, you shouldn't have confronted us with this hadith. But they have got one Imam Mahdi who fulfills all these conditions. Why don't they believe in him? The Sudani Mahdi is exactly the same as they're describing. Why don't they accept him? Similarly, there are other names in the history of those who claim to be Mahdi who exactly fulfill this hadith. They don't accept them. Why not? Because they know this is accidental. This can happen by chance. Anything which can happen by chance to anyone cannot be a sign. Number one. Number two, those who keep the names, who give the names to themselves, or their parents have given them a name, Abdullah for instance. If the son is named intentionally Muhammad, if Abdullah marries someone called Amna, can it not happen accidentally? Will not the person, the boy, consider himself to be Imam Mahdi? So these are accidents which cannot be signs. Moreover, as I have pointed out, there are different persons in Islam who had their father as Abdullah, mother as Amna, whose name was Muhammad. They claimed to be Imam Mahdi and they were refused while they fulfilled the sign. So this is not a sign. This is a message, cryptic message, which means if somebody has the same father, the same name, the same mother, that somebody is like the one after whom he is named. His beginning is the same. His parenthood is the same. So that means do not differentiate between me and Imam Mahdi. We are one and the same thing, as though born of the same parents. This is the only acceptable message of this hadith. Now, when the ulama consider another part of the same hadith, they will be surprised to learn that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam further prophesied that he will be buried with me in my grave. The question is, will the ulama wait for a Mahdi whom they reject, or a claimant to Mahdi whom they reject? They will wait for his death and see whether he is buried in the grave of Rasulullah sallam and with him. Do they expect that thing to happen? Tell me, how can it be possible that a person claims to be Imam Mahdi, he is rejected by the ulama, and they say, we have to see whether you are buried in the grave or not? Who would let him bury if he is rejected altogether by the ummah? Moreover, nobody will reject him, will bury him. Why? Because nobody would permit anybody to open the grave of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to dig out the grave and then bury somebody. It's impossible. So that again indicates that my interpretation was correct. Mother and father being the same, the end is indicated by grave. So his beginning will be my beginning, his end will be my end. So don't separate him from me. If you abuse him, you will be abusing me. This is the instruction as is implied in this hadith. Moreover, there is one important hadith which speaks of the eclipse of the sun and the moon. Now that is a hadith which cannot be made by a false person, anybody who is an impostor, who makes a hadith for Rasulullah and says it is said by him. This is called an impostor hadith maker who concocts things. Nobody in the past could have concocted that hadith which belongs to heavenly bodies, because he could not gain anything from it. If he had invented this hadith himself, he or his followers could not have gained anything from it. So that is a very important hadith. And it is strange that during the past history of Islam, there is only one claimant, whose name is Mirza Ghulam Ahmad of Qadian, in whose lifetime the sun and the moon got eclipsed according to the prophecy of Hadith during the said dates. So why should it happen that the hadith should get fulfilled in the wrong name, in support of the wrong person? And those who were named Muhammad, whose parents were the same as mentioned by the ulama, in their favor these signs did not appear. So this is a positive proof that those signs which could not be manipulated by man, they were only fulfilled in favor of Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad of Qadian. What is the answer of the ulama to this hadith?